All right, a bevy of trailers have just dropped, and first up is the Purge 3 election year. When an idealistic young senator wants to put an end to the annual Purge, it makes her a target by fellow politicians. Luckily, on her security team is Frank Grillo, whose bad-assery helped a band of survivors make it through the Purge Anarchy. Mark, buy or sell this new trailer for the Purge 3?
Oh, Natasha, I'll give you all my money for this trailer, and it's such a shame that this thing dropped yesterday, and I got some time to enjoy that and say that's my favorite trailer going right now, and then Batman vs. Superman happens, and everybody forgets all about the Purge 3. But you shouldn't sleep on it, and I'll tell you why. Because the Purge 2 Anarchy kicked ass. The first Purge was meant as more of a horror movie, and as much as I love Ethan Hawke, it didn't really work for me in that setting. Once you made this movie a revenge tale with Frank Grillo going full-on Punisher mode on whatever streets that he was on, killing people that deserved it during the Purge, I loved watching that movie. It was one of the best action films that came out. So when you see this new trailer, what do you see? First of all, you need a different premise. You can't just keep doing the same sort of, okay, it's the Purge, we're going to have some guys attacking some other guys. Here, finally, we see somebody in a position of power who wants to put an end to the Purge. Because as interesting as a concept as it really is, you know that somebody would eventually want to say, hey guys, what the hell are we doing here? I liked her backstory that we got from the trailer, and then once we see that Frank Grillo is back and he's on her security detail, oh my God, I loved watching this. This movie is going to be one to watch later this year. Gentlemen, Christian, I'll start with you. You have not seen the Purge Anarchy, correct?
I have not seen any of the Purges.
You've not seen any of the Purges,
No.
but you saw this trailer because you're a good boy and do your research.
Yes.
What do you think?
It makes me want to watch the first two. I like this trailer a lot. I like Frank Grillo. I think he's very underrated and a guy that I think is going to. You're going to keep seeing more and more and more of him. What I liked, it reminded me, it had elements of Running Man and Hunger Games, and it's a movie to me, and Punisher obviously too, but like to see, I got, without seeing the first two, knowing what the premise was about, I got from the third one that it was an evolution of the first two movies. And I don't know, and I don't know this, is she, the senator, is she like related to the first movie at all? No, it's just kind of random that she's part of the Purge. Okay, that I wasn't sure about. So,
but it is interesting how the Purge, as it goes forward, it's affected everybody's lives.
Yeah,
and
no,
so
I like
if you were
that.
a kid and scared by it, you're going to grow up and maybe want to make a change.
What I liked about this trailer that it was clear world building. And I think that there's more to come, and people are enjoying these movies, and because they have kind of done what Fast and Furious did in where it was, and not to the grand scale because it's a bigger franchise, but they switched it. They turned it. It was a horror movie, and they turned it to an action, a kind of a hardcore action film too. And I think that that's what I'm more interested in too. But I do want to see the first two because I like to catch up on the franchise, even though I tried to do it with Zoolander and tuned out.
This is definitely not Zoolander.
No.
Dennis, we're pulling our money in. Are you on board?
Yeah, I'm buying this. And like you, I didn't care for the first one. It actually had a great concept, but I didn't think it delivered and executed well. I actually haven't seen the second one, but the good thing about this trailer is it makes me want to see the second one. It's like, hey, I want to fall, like for you haven't seen either one, you could skip the first one. I think watch the second one, I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's kind of a mix of the first two. You get the closed in space in the house first, and then you have the kind of like more road trippy type of Purge action where they get out of there. So it's kind of a merge of that. Plus, I got a little kind of like White House Down / Olympus Has Fallen.
Right.
He's got to protect her. Elizabeth Mitchell, who's from Lost, who I haven't seen in many things. I'm glad to see her there.
That's right. It's very exciting for us here at Collider.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.